congratulations on the victory. Now you're sitting here in front of us. What's the emotions? How are you feeling?
I feel great, man. I'm just happy. It's a relief, you know. It was a strange training camp, but in a way, it was probably my best training camp. I was just focused on this fight. Small group of guys, you know, training, trying to stay safe, not catch the COVID. And I came out here and got a finish, which is really what I was looking to do. Obviously, we always want to win fights, but I knew I needed to get a finish to show and prove to a lot of people that I can finish people. And I think I did that tonight.
It's an impressive guillotine you got.
Yeah, it's my second one in my record, so I'm stoked about it. I actually won my Cage Fury Fighting Championships belt with a one-arm guillotine, so I'm happy about that.
Cool, man. Is that something I heard you say on the broadcast? You tap black belts with it. Is that your go-to?
Yeah, I'm a black belt myself, but I mean, I've been tapping guys with that since I was a purple belt. Someone showed me at one time, and now I just have it's kind of my own version, and I catch everybody with it. My coach Daniel Gracie, he absolutely hates it. That's all I try to do, and everyone hates it, but I love it, so it works out good for me.
What is it? Is it just the strength you have, or is there a particular technique?
It's just I think it's a way that I get my hand in there, and a way that I kind of like curve my hip. I don't want to give away all my secrets, but if you come to Philly and come to Renzo Gracie Philly, I'll show you.
Maybe after COVID.
All right.
Well, you said that this training camp's been a bit crazy with the coronavirus and stuff. So do you now just want to, you've got the fight, it's in the books, do you want to maybe chill out and wait and see how the landscape plays, or do you want to try and get back in there? What's the feeling right now?
Well, where I'm at in Philly, it's kind of everything's kind of getting normal. I spent a lot of time with Eddie Alvarez for this fight, so luckily he was a perfect training partner for Christian Aguilera, and he was my main sparring partner for 2 months getting ready for this. And we have a good group of guys, Jonathan Webb, my striking coach John, and Daniel Gracie, and we had a good group that wasn't going out doing anything crazy, trying to keep everybody safe. So if I can do that again, I'll get another fight in this year. But I just want to go home now and take it easy for a little bit, and then I'll be back in the gym on Monday as long as I don't have any stupid little injuries. But I love to train. It's all I do. So I'll be back lifting, running, doing everything. So
congrats.
Thanks, man.
You speak of a great camp. Has that been the key to your success, working with such top-notch individuals?
Yeah, man. Like I said, Jonathan Webb, he was in the UFC. Paul Felder, obviously in the UFC. And I've been training with these guys since I was an amateur. And I was 19 years old, and they were climbing the ranks. And I was getting beat up by them. And I've just been lucky to be surrounded by so many great people, the whole Renzo Gracie team. And, yeah, that's definitely why I'm where I'm at.
I apologize if he said it already. Paul said on the broadcast that he was talking about your guillotine choke. Said he felt it, and it's not a good place to be.
Yeah, I've been training with Paul for years, and I've caught him with that many times. Paul's actually probably one of the hardest people to catch in the submission. So when I get him, I'm happy about it. But yeah, Paul knows what it is.
And at this point, you know, this is 3 in a row for you. Soon you're going to get the chance to start calling your shots. And are there guys ahead of you that you're hoping to get in there with soon and test your skills against?
Just anyone higher ranked than me. You know, I want to get to, my goal in 2020 was to get into the top 15. And hopefully if I get one more big fight this year, I can make that goal a reality. But we'll see. You know, there's so many guys in the welterweight division, and every time I forget about one, another one pops up with a big name. So anyone with a big name that's just going to make my name bigger, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Awesome. Thanks very much.
Thank you, brother.
You talked about the training camp being stranger than normal. Could you elucidate on that?
Yeah, just strange not having training. Like, I had training partners, guys who I was training with every day. Just my girlfriend's a nurse and my mom's a nurse, so them trying to keep me safe was just like just craziness, you know. Just anytime my girlfriend would see a new person in the picture, she'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like, it's only supposed to be a couple people. Like, she was trying to play it even safer than I was, you know. So just trying to be as careful as possible, trying to get my cornerman out here as safe as possible, and just trying not to test positive when we got here, you know. Like I said, my girlfriend's a nurse, and she was working on a COVID floor, and so she was coming home, not like pretty much burning her clothes before she came in my house to not get me sick, and so I could come here and fight. So I just had to do my part and just try to stay as safe as possible.
What was that like, living with somebody that's on the front lines fighting the pandemic?
It's hard, man, seeing her, what they were going through, you know, and not even just like the whole COVID thing, just everything. It's just stressful. You know, the hospitals weren't super overrun, but just trying not to catch COVID and bring it home to me and bring it home to her parents who live around the corner, you know. So just trying to be safe was the hardest thing, but we made it work. And thank you to all those guys and girls, my girlfriend Kristen, my mom who's a nurse, and everyone who's been fighting on the front lines for us.
Great victory, Sean. Over here to the right, to your left. Were you confident you had the submission in?
Yeah, I did. So once he bucked me over, I knew it was really tight. I was going to try to close my guard, and then once we flipped back over, I knew I just had to keep applying pressure, and I was going to get it. I just had to believe in myself, and I did, and it paid off.
And it looked like he was tapping with both hands. Could you tell that was a tap, or did you wonder what was going on?
He was tapping with his hands, his legs, his whole body, and then I talked to Herb in the back. I was like, if I get a submission, I'm holding it until you get me off of me, right? And he said, yeah. So I wasn't letting go until Herb told me to get off.
Did you have to tell Herb you had it? Or?
No, I think he went to sleep. I don't even know. Herb was there, and I was like, all right, that's enough. So it's good with me.
Great work.
Thank you, man.
Congrats, man. Jim Greasauber, cage side seat, that camera right there, if you would. Just want to get a little more perspective from you, what it's like in Philly. I'm from back east too, but just a big city like that, families everywhere, older people living with younger people, your girls on the front lines.
Yeah.
I mean, can you just describe what all that's been like?
Well, between that and then all the riots and everything that's going on, Philly's been crazy. So one of our gyms is actually in a bad neighborhood in North Philly under the L, where a whole lot of that looting was going on. So there was days we didn't even know if we were going to be able to get to the gym or if the gym was going to be there. Luckily it was, but it's crazy in Philly. It's getting crazy there again right now, but luckily we've been able to get there and train, and yeah, we've been good, but it's wild right now.
How has it made it tougher, if at all, for you to stay focused on your training with everything going on in the world that we live in now?
Just trying not to go around people, man. Just even like my parents live maybe 10 minutes from me, and from me and my girlfriend. I usually go over there all the time, and I kind of just stayed away from them, you know. I didn't really go see anybody. We had family parties coming up that they were going to try to do that I wasn't going to go to, and just staying away from as many people as possible just so I could get here and do my job. So.
Well, you did a great job, man.
Thank
Congrats.
you, man. I appreciate it. Done? Thank you, guys. Congrats.